Hi everyone, welcome back to another class. Today we are going to see how to use indefinite pronouns in sentences. Now, an indefinite pronoun is a pronoun that does not refer to a specific person, place, thing, or idea. Some of the most common indefinite pronouns are compound words of some, any, every, and no. I'll show you.
So here, as you can see, we have a chart where we have how to make these compound words that become indefinite pronouns. And we have here the indefinite pronouns that can be used when we talk about people. So we have someone, somebody, anyone, anybody, no one, nobody, everyone, everybody. Now, the next one is the one that is used, or the ones that are used to talk about things, something, anything, nothing, everything. And the last indefinite pronouns are the ones that talk about places, and we have somewhere, anywhere, nowhere, and everywhere.
We use somewhere, something, someone to talk about a person, a thing, an idea, or a place in a positive statement. Now, sometimes we can use this also when we are going to ask questions, but we know the answer to the question, or when we are making an offer, or we are making a request. So I am going to show you some examples.
Here we have some examples on how we can use the indefinite pronoun with some. Number one says, I'm looking for someone to help me. As you can see, I'm not being specific. That's why I am using someone. Number two says, we're going somewhere else to talk. Where are we going? Well, I'm not being specific. That's why I'm using somewhere. Number three says, I have something to tell you. What is it that I am going to tell you? Once again, I'm not being specific. That's why I'm using something. Now, if you pay attention to number four and number five, you're going to see that we have questions. And as mentioned before, it is possible for us to use something in a question as long as I know what the answer is, or if I'm making an offer or a request. So number four says, are you looking for something? Now here, imagine you are going to a store, or you're getting into a store, and the salesperson asked you this question. And the salesperson usually asks this question because uh, they know you're getting into the store because you're looking for something. Now, number five says, will you like something to eat? Here, it is an offer. Someone is offering you something. That's why we have this indefinite pronoun in a question.
We use anything, anyone, anywhere in negative statements, and we can also use it when we ask questions and we do not know the answer, or we are not sure about the answer. Another way we can use any is in positive statements, but when the meaning of any is every. So what I want you to do is to look at the examples right now.
The next examples are on how to use the infinitive pronoun any. Now, if you look at sentence number one, it says, I can't find my wallet anywhere. Now, this statement is in negative. I can't. That's why I am using any. Number two is also a negative statement. I don't feel like doing anything. Now, number 3 and number 4 are questions. You have to remember that we use any in questions when we do not know the answer or we are not sure about the answer. So here we have, is there anything else we can use? Number 4, does anyone know the answer? So here I'm using this infinitive pronouns because I am not sure, I'm not certain if the people I'm asking these questions to know the answer. Now, it is possible to use any when you are using a positive statement. Now, here I put he will eat everything. Now, it is possible to use any in positive statements when any means every. Even though it doesn't mean the same, I put the sentence right here so you can understand a little bit better. So here it says he will eat anything. So you can see that these two sentences have a very similar meaning. That's why it is possible for us to use any. Now, the next one is very similar. Anyone who tries can speak English. Now, here I am being positive because this any can be replaced by every. So if I say everyone who tries can speak English, the meaning is not the same, but it is possible to use it like this.
We use no one, nobody, nowhere, nothing to give a negative meaning to a statement. Now, what's the difference between no one and nobody? Well, they mean exactly the same. The only difference is that no one is used in a formal situation and nobody is used in a less formal situation. But the meaning is exactly the same. Now, another thing that we need to have in mind is that we cannot use double negative in a sentence. And this is what I want you to see in the examples that I am going to show you now.
Now we are going to see examples on how to use the indefinite pronoun no. Number 1, nobody helped me today. Number 2, we called, but no one answered. Number 3, I feel like doing nothing today. Now notice how these three sentences give a statement a negative meaning. Now, number 4, it is a typical mistake we make. Now, if we say, I don't feel like doing nothing, people are going to understand what we're trying to say, but it is grammatically incorrect. Remember that if we have a negative statement, as it is here, I don't feel like doing, the best or the correct answer would be anything.
We use everything, everywhere, everyone, everybody in positive statements. We can also use it or use them when we ask questions and we do not know at all what the answer is. So let's see the example so you can understand this a little bit better.
The last examples are on how to use indefinite pronoun every. Sentence number 1, everyone was looking at her. Number 2, the jungle looks the same everywhere. Number 3, tell us everything that happened. So as you can see, we're using this indefinite pronoun because we are using a positive statement. And the last one, number 4, do we have to read everything? So it is possible for us to use every in a question when we do not know at all what the answer is.
So this is it for today. Now you have to go to the Santillana platform to see the activities you have to work on. Bye, see you next time.